Well, we got a huge treat. We have three crazy, amazing, crazy. They are crazy. Actually, Byers is crazy. I work with Byers. But hey, we got three amazing young people, leaders in change. They're doing amazing things. And they got such a heart for God, such a heart for people. And so we thought it'd be great to release them, to encourage us as a community into the things of God. So will you please give it up for the first amazing speaker. He's an intern in change. He's a Connect Group leader. He's an amazing young man. He works at Liquorland, but don't hold it against him. Andrew Byers.
Thank you for having me. If I seem to be moving around a lot, it's just because I'm really thirsty, but I really need a wee, so it's okay. But it's okay. So, like Josh said, my name is Byers. My name is actually Andrew. I do have a first name, but no one seems to call me Andrew. I don't know why. It's just a thing. It's always been like that. It's really awkward though when I introduce myself to people at church, because to everyone here, I'm Byers, but it's real awkward to be like, "Hey, I'm Byers," and they're like, "Hey, what, liars?" Liars? That's not even a word. Or it's like, "Hey, Tobias," and I'm like, there's probably about 8 people in here right now who think my name's Tobias, without kidding. But it's going out of extreme. Like once I even had an old girlfriend. For the first month of our relationship, she thought my name was Tobias. 6 months later, she told me, and it was like, "Ha!" I'm like, But it's good. If you want to turn to Ephesians tonight, I'm doing out of Ephesians 2. I'll just set it up. So Ephesians 2 says, "As for you, you were dead in your transgressions and sins, in which you used to live when you followed the ways of the world and the ruler of the kingdom of the air, the spirit who is now at work at those who are disobedient." The Message says it like this: "It wasn't so long ago that you mired the old stagnant life of sin. You let the world, which doesn't know the first thing about living, tell you how to live. You filled your lungs with polluted unbelief and then exhaled disobedience. We all did it, all of us doing what we felt like doing, when we felt like doing it. We were all in the same boat." It's a real good way to start the night, happy note. I really love this scripture. Hey, I really love it because it's really blunt, actually. There's not a lot of wiggle room to go around with it. It's not one of those, it actually says you were dead in your transgressions. It was dead in your sin. It doesn't say like, we were hoping, or, there was by chance some kind of medicine, or there was some chance. It says we were dead in our sins, which actually is the definition of without hope. And as Josh has been so eloquently teaching us Romans over the last few months, it says that we've all fallen short of the glory of God. We've all actually not measured up in a way. And if you're new tonight, I just want to put this out there tonight, just because I have a bit more of a heart for you. Because when I first came to church, I was just so confused with everything people were saying. Like for so long, everyone was talking about like the yoke of Christ and take on His yoke. And for like 6 months, I was seriously saying, why are these people still talking about eggs? Like I didn't understand. But that's legitimate. But yeah, you're laughing still. So I believe, sin, it actually isn't a bad word. It actually isn't even a bad thing. The world's actually put a bad spin on it for confusion. But actually, sin isn't a bad thing today. I think it's a human thing that sin was only placed in our world for one reason, as far as I'm concerned. But don't base your life on it. But shh. I believe sin was only placed in our lives because it was actually there just to reveal something. It was actually there to reveal dependency, a dependency for us for something bigger than you and your circumstance. Because it says you let the world, which doesn't know the first thing about you, tell you how to live. Which, if we take this literally, it means the way we do everything, the way we communicate with people, the way we actually, love and what we think love is. It actually gives out everything. And I love speaking about this because, it's not something I feel like I have to win you to. It's not something I feel like I need to convince you of. It's actually a very organic thing, a very easy thing to believe, because we have a lot of hostility in this world. We have a lot of anger. We have a lot of issues with people that we can't seem to work out time and time again. Like the way we treat one another, the way we treat the opposite sex, the way we look at each other, the way we are in this world at times. I got to think like, man, it's not supposed to be like this. Like it actually isn't the way it was. Because the truth is, we all struggle. And that's something we all, regardless if you've been a Christian your whole life or this is the first time you've been at church tonight, we can all believe that we all struggle. And we all have our own deal. You know, but regardless of who we are or who we're influenced by, we're going to be in the same position. But that's the problem, as I found, because who are we influenced by, because who we are hanging around, and what we necessarily believe is actually what's going to lead us into where we are. Because, I mean, if I believe in something with my whole heart, if I believe in something that this is the way it is, and it's always supposed to be like this, and this is the only thing I thought of course I'm going to believe it's true. Even if it's dead wrong, if that's all I know, that's what I know to be truth. And I'm going to base my life around this. You know, I so believe with all my heart that we were just told a lie. Since day one, this world was just telling us a lie. The fact that it represents itself, oh no, you know, it's fine, maybe just go into this another relationship, or, you know, just find yourself in someone else, or a thing, or an object, or, you know, this relationship didn't work out and you'll burn, but no, this one's going to work out. It's just, we'll continue to do the same process, but actually we don't ever actually change.